Hey, did you know the quickest, most effective way to overcome anxiety does not come from a pill? I know this sounds crazy because we're so used to hearing about it being a chemical imbalance, an illness, or a disorder. But the truth is there is something more efficient and more effective, and I'm going to dispel 3 myths which are going to fast-track your ability to end the anxiety cycle for good. I'm Oliver Armstrong, an anxiety recovery expert, and I've helped hundreds of people around the world end the anxiety cycle to gain confidence, improve their self-trust, improve their self-esteem and their self-worth, all within a matter of weeks. So what is the quickest, most efficient way to naturally overcome anxiety? It's using your very own mind in an extremely efficient way you likely never have before. It's communicating directly with the subconscious regions of your brain where your problems exist and reprogramming them. And I know what you're probably thinking. If I could use my own mind to overcome anxiety, I would have done it. I've thought about it a lot, I've analysed it, and I've already done CBT, DBT, MBCT, EMDR, and all of the other evidence-based and recommended talk therapy approaches. So I've already used my mind to try and overcome anxiety. Again, I'm going to explain how to use your mind properly to overcome anxiety and get amazing results. The first misconception is that anxiety is an illness or a disease. It is not. It is a symptom. Typically how anxiety becomes a problem is we have an event in our life which significantly and negatively emotionally impacts us enough to cause the activation of the fight or flight survival response. That same event results in an avoidance-based belief being programmed to run in the background automatically, subconsciously. That automatic belief then causes the brain's filter, the reticular activating system, to be on the lookout for any external signs that the negative experience may reoccur. If the memory of that event remains emotionally unresolved, the brain can become hyper-aware and it can perceive or imagine any future situations or internal sensations as threats, each in turn activating the fight or flight survival response. And this is anxiety. And this is important to understand because most people try to fix anxiety as if it is the problem to fix. They try exercise, meditation, yoga, supplements, smartphone apps, grounding techniques, talk therapy, or medication. But they still question why they're not overcoming it, even after years of trying. And so they just accept it and put it down to it's an illness for life, which is a misconception because anxiety is a symptom. The second misconception to overcoming anxiety is that you need to talk about it in order to heal. But conscious conversation will not fully resolve anxiety. The main thing to understand here is that the causes or reasons why we have anxiety or panic attacks do not exist within our conscious awareness. They are non-conscious, like habits, beliefs, memories, blinking, breathing. You've probably heard of this as subconscious. And evidence-based talk therapies rely on the conscious knowledge of our problems in order to resolve them. But as anxiety is non-conscious or subconscious, we don't consciously know why we have it, where it came from, or therefore how to resolve it. Which means we have people literally wasting years of their lives talking to counselors or psychologists about something they ultimately don't consciously know any important details about. And in reality, if they did know the important details, they'd be able to resolve their problems, their anxiety, themselves. And the third misconception is that time heals, which it does not. The main thing to understand is that time itself has no innate healing abilities. So giving anxiety time to heal can actually result in it becoming more neurologically complex or deeply ingrained in the brain. And this is key because generally the longer you wait, the worse anxiety gets. And the sooner you subconsciously resolve the causes, the sooner you interrupt the natural neurological process of strengthening problems, which is called long-term potentiation. And you may be thinking, well, I've had anxiety all my life, or I've had this problem for 40 years. But time that you've had the problem does not equal the time it takes to resolve it. I've helped people subconsciously resolve anxiety they've had their entire life, or phobias they've had for over 40 years within a matter of hours. Now I know what you're thinking, if subconscious change is so fast and effective, why isn't it mainstream? Well, the tricky thing is the steps for subconscious change differ for each person. And evidence-based talk therapies require repeatable steps in order to create a one-size-fits-all approach. This is the opposite of what I do. I use a subconscious neuro-reprogramming method, which is structured but dynamic enough for you to experience noticeable subconscious change within the very first session. And so what this is going to do is reprogram the causes and beliefs which have continually kept the fight or flight survival response activated in the form of anxiety. And I, as an anxiety recovery expert who has single-handedly overcome anxiety and helped hundreds of others do the same, will help you from a place of understanding and experience, which means I know what you're going through and I know how to help you actually recover for good. So what I've done is created an amazing subconscious neuro-reprogramming anxiety program. And when you click on the link or the button below, you can book a free confidential discovery session call with me, where we will begin to discover the subconscious causes for your problems and also determine if my program is right for you. I honestly don't know how much longer I'm going to keep this discovery session call available for free, because it's really valuable and I probably should be charging for it. So click the link below to schedule a call while it's still at no cost. I'm always here to help, and I can't tell you all the amazing results I got for men and women just like you who were struggling with anxiety, low confidence, self-esteem, or self-trust. I can't wait to speak with you on the discovery session call. Thanks so much for watching. Talk soon.